Hey, you mob, it's Jax. Welcome back to The Real Life. We are so excited right now. We're in Parramatta Riverside Theatre and I'm sitting next to Ernie Dingo, Mr. Ernie Dingo. Thank you,
Oh,
Uncle Ernie Dingo. Bless him. We are sitting here because they're about to put on Brand New Day. Thank you so much for meeting with us. How
no
are
problems.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just, it's one of those things you get. You're high because we're about to do a show. We're about to show, and then 10 minutes before the show, you get anxious. So like, is my prop? I said, and you get depressed for some reason, and then you're sort of like, we got to go out there now. No, it's your call, and sort of like, and then you got to go toilet.
The nervous Pete? I
It
always got
does
to
all
go.
the time. You always got to go. I mean, so like, I've been doing this for 40 years,
Yeah.
over 40 years, and yeah, you still need to just. I think it's just to reassure yourself.
I had to do it before this interview, so
Oh,
that's
good
good.
day.
Now, you have come back to Brand New Day, 30 years on, Uncle Tadpole. How does it feel to come back into this role again for the third time, isn't it?
Third time, yeah, officially. I'm
Yeah.
just looking because I won't be around in 30 years' time.
Yes,
So.
you will.
Get me out my A-frame, yeah. No, it's one of those things that like. There's only two people that ever played Tadpole.
Yeah.
And my brother Bumba,
Okay.
who it's based on, and he's allowed to play himself. And I wanted to play him first, and he got but it's one of those roles where there is so much pride in playing Uncle Tadpole. You got to think of all these crazy uncles that you have in your family, and it's the sort of uncle that's going to embarrass the shit out of the whole family and laugh at everybody's joke and tease everybody, and the one that can get away, they're usually one that's not married, because no woman will go with a bloke that's silly.
The tormentor.
Yeah, the tormentors. We have them in the family, and then you can also draw from a couple of other little alcoholics in the family, or the storytellers.
Oh, yes.
They're all there, and this is all part of who Tadpole is.
Yep.
1 minute, you're trying to scab a drink.
Yes.
On the other side, he's swearing up people because he don't get his own way and sort of stuff. But still loves having his family around him. It's sort of like he's depressed, but every now and then he gets to shine.
That's beautiful. And you think that I think the story is still relevant today. Do you think so too? I think it's so relevant.
Yeah, there's so much things that we wanted to address in Brand New Day 30 years ago in regards to Aboriginal issues of suicide, of alcoholism, dispossession, taking the kids away, and here we are 30 years later telling the same story, and shit still hasn't happened.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We don't want to get too political because that's not what blackfellas do. We don't really do get political. We'd love to,
Yeah.
but then they just say, like, look at our mob there carrying on again. So it's hard in one way. So we invite people to come and they know about the funny sides of Brand New Day, and it's a lovely thing. It's musical and it'll make you laugh. And also chucking a few on the side as well with them in regards to it. So like they still haven't addressed suicide, they still haven't addressed alcohol, and they still haven't addressed dispossession, and they still haven't addressed a lot of these things in regards to being Aboriginal. And here we are 30 years ago, so same stories in the script. The script hasn't changed,
Yes.
and neither has the politics.
Absolutely. And another opportunity to educate and tell the same story. We just got to keep going.
I reckon that's what it is. You need to keep telling people, it's like, you're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Eventually they'll sort of like, well, I think they might be up to something if they're calling me an idiot, keep saying that.
And what is it about musicals that you love? Like, you've done TV and hosting, and you've done some amazing shows and been a part of amazing casts. What is it about a musical, though, that you just love?
Can I tell you a big secret?
Yes, please. This is the real, yes.
As a singer, I'm a bloody good actor. I can't sing for shit.
That's the real. You heard it here.
Oops, sorry. Oh, the casting agents have just turned off. No, but true, I've got, well, now these kids here, they sing, they dance, they do every bloody thing. In the old days, no, I can't do that acting stuff because I'm a singer. And it's sort of like, but, I can't really sing because I'm an actor. Definitely can't dance. So the singing side of it, it's great because we're all shower singers.
Yes.
Well, you know, we all sing in the shower.
Oh, yes.
But it's all those Saturday night in backyard at mum's.
Yes.
Well, those of us who have lost our mums, those days don't happen anymore. So we are the mums now, the mums and dads, where we need to generate those backyard songs
Yes.
that Nana used to get us to do.
Yeah.
Our Nana's gone, our mum's gone. So what are we doing for our pops? We need to generate that same sort of energy and have a barbecue in the backyard like we used to when we were kids, to have our kids, our pops, sit down there and say, hey, my pops, you know, I'm proud of my pop, the way we were of our Nana.
Yes.
We need to set that example for our littlies. So singing is very, very important. Whether it's in tune or not, it wouldn't matter.
No.
But the thing about the broom, you know, I'm saying like Torres Strait, for instance, you start singing and everyone starts singing with it because the song's the same. Broom, Brand New Day into Kimberley. If you start singing, everyone knows the songs. So you just sing along with them.
Yeah.
If you've got a voice that's different, someone will slide in next to you and just do your harmony with you, and you feel deadly because you finished the song and it was a bit out of tune, but you know, this young one next to me sing good for me, you know, and we need that energy, whether
Yes.
it's through song or those backyard things that we used to do. We're getting a little bit too cynical, too much being like Waywalas, you know,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
we're sort of like you know, our opening song, which we will save, really addresses
Yes.
where we're going as Aboriginals. You know, are we going to be acceptable
Yes.
to white people, or are we going to be the same as we used to be? But we forget what we used to do as kids to our nanas and what Nana used to provide. We're the nanas now.
Yep.
We have to provide the same sort of thing. So sing and joke and carry on. No, but we don't.
No, it's beautiful.
It's the trouble.
I know we don't, and yes, I'm all for that. Let's do it. Let's have barbecue. I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I used to have barbecues every 5th week.
True.
And, you know, because I'm with the way with work and all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah.
every 5 weeks I used to have a barbecue. And you know, the kids bring home all these strange mates and then their parents would come because, you know, it was like having a bloke's Barbie classes.
No.
You know, yeah, well, blokes don't know how to cook anymore.
Don't. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. They rely on YouTube.
Packaged.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And get all cooked up already.
Yeah.
Just microwave it.
Lazy, I tell you. Uncle Ernie, we're going to play a game now.
Aye.
And this game's called Is It the Real or Is It Gammon? So is it true or false?
The real. Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you a question and you're going to put up the paddle up to answer it.
What you want to know what got me?
We're not going to explain it because they just have to do their research, don't they?
Why couldn't you have black and red instead of
Yeah.
gammon?
They-
This is
we-
gammon black fellas and real white fellas.
We're going to change that now.
You better.
That's that. Okay, so the first question, is it the real or gammon that Ernie is short for Ernest?
That's real.
That's the real.
Yeah.
Full name, Ernest.
Ernest Ashley Dingo. That's my white fella name. My black fella name, Undamuro.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Unde shield. Muro is the marking on the shield to identify. Like this name here. That's what, in my language, we call it Undamuro. That's to identify the owner.
Yes. Love that.
real.
Love that is the realist. Okay. Question. Before you became an actor, you released a disco album called Dingo Dancing.
That's true. That's true. Oh, yeah, I was right. Dingo dancing. What? All
Well done, eh?
No, we just run along and cock our leg. That's all we do.
What is your favourite type of, your favourite genre of music?
I love country. I grew up with country, but I love that folky. This is, you like Kev Carmody, Pegram Brothers, Archie Roach. Those beautiful stories that you just sit down and say. I'm coming from Charlie Pride, you know, or that sort of stuff there, Merle Agate and stuff like that. But I still love that, and you chuck in a bit of John Williamson as well with that Australiana sort of stuff, and you know, I love that. And the Sheik from Scrubby Creek, as madcap as he is, you know, no one knows who that is, and he's one of my greatest performers, the old Sheik from Scrubby Creek.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. You got to look those up. Put those
Chad
on your
Morgan.
eye.
Chad
Chad Morgan.
Morgan.
Oh, my dad loves Chad Morgan.
Oh, hell yeah. Slim.
Yes, Slim, Uncle Slim. Last question for the real or gammon. Is it the real or gammon that you played state basketball when you were growing up? Beautiful. Still love it? Do you still love it?
Blackfella play state basketball for West Australia.
Whoa, you heard it here. That's deadly.
I was 1 month too old to play in the under-16s, so they chucked me into the under-18s. And there's a difference between 15-year-old and 17-year-olds. It's about 15 inches. I went in with these big blokes. And so like, oh, well, yeah. And ball went to Melbourne in 1973 and played state basketball for WA, wore number 7.
Wow. That's deadly. And do you follow any teams now? Are you still a fan?
Perth Wildcats, they were starting up the NBA, and we had an Aboriginal team that played around the countryside for so many years, and Perth wanted to have, they had a select a name for the Perth team, and about 78% said Wildcats, and it was named after Blackie's team. So we became members of a team we didn't even play for because they took our name. They even asked us if they can use the name Wildcats, and we sort of like, we don't have a mortgage on it, but if you offer free seats, we in. You know what Blackfella's like? Yeah, true. No.
That's a real story. I love these stories.
They got their name off the Perth Wildcats, named after the Aboriginal Wildcat basketball team.
There's history right there.
Mad bloke by the name of Richard Wally. Richard Wally was also the same bloke that was part of the Welcome to Country initiation. But another thing that people don't know about Richard Wally is that East Fremantle and South Fremantle are great derby matches in suburban football in Perth. But then people were going away to the AFL, so they said to Richard, "Can you get an idea to get people to come back to football, grassroots football again?" And he goes, "Oh, I've got an idea." He's making it up on the spots. So what he did was South Fremantle's red and white, East Fremantle's blue and white. He designed their football jumpers with Aboriginal motifs on it. Oh. And the only way you can get one of those jumpers if you go to their game. Well, sure enough, Blackfellas are going to go to that game. True. Now, every team wearing Aboriginal colours on their, Aboriginal designs on their T-shirt.
It is true.
Don't know that Mr. Richard Wally from Welcome to Country, same bloke.
Wow. Man, these are the realest stories. That's what I love about doing this.
You're interviewing the wrong bloke.
No, I love it. I love it. Well, I thank you so much for talking to The Real, meeting me, meeting us and our crew. We really wish you chukas, good luck. I hope you have an amazing season. And yeah, keep telling them. No, I never do that. But don't. Yeah, you would. But yeah, we really appreciate it. So thank you, Uncle Ernie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.